Coach Tony Novak here to walk through the real-life decisions that win or lose the game for small business owners. But here we are back on another tax topic. Despite my effort to steer the show away from tax and more towards business ownership and management issues, taxes come up often. So here we are. It's that time of year, and I'm getting about one call per day about where's my tax refund. So at this time of year, assuming you filed in April, you're starting to worry something is wrong. And it's true. There are more delayed refunds this year than ever before. And there's reasons for that. And I thought I would just take this episode and run through some of those reasons. So first, and probably top of the list, is the phase out of paper checks. IRS is deliberately delaying sending paper checks. So if you didn't give them your bank information, you're probably still waiting for your refund. That seems to be the number one reason. I have a list here. I'm going to refer to it. The bigger picture is that IRS staff is down by at least a quarter, and including most of the, a lot of that cut was in management people that handle systems and are able to get big work jobs done, like processing of refunds. Also, we have a brand new tax law this year, which is causing confusion, new forms, and a lot more errors accumulating and triggering delays in processing and refunds. Identity stuff are up. IRS says the backlog is now 21 months if you have a identity theft issue in order to get that resolved. If you had to do an amended return, the backlog is over 5 months for individuals and over 13 months for businesses. You're going to be waiting a long time if you submitted a amended business return and are looking for a refund. Earlier this year, the earned income tax credits were deliberately held up until mid-February, and so I think that they're still catching up with that. And I've received, I think I recorded just recently that I've been handling some of those claims. It's called a 12C letter, where the IRS is asking for additional information before they process a tax return that requests an earned income credit. The return errors, same as always, require a manual review, and unfortunately that just comes with part of the game. If there's an arithmetic mistake or something else that triggers a manual review, that's going to slow down the refund. And finally, the last reason is the IRS is getting better at doing debt offsets. That is, if a state or another agency, child support, or other federal agency is claiming your refund, they are getting better at matching those debts up with your proposed refund and offsetting the refund, and that takes a little bit more time. So I've just heard this week that a couple of people who filed early on time just got their refund, but they got less than they expected because part of it was offset for another agency. So I put something online, a blog post at southjersey.cpa today that basically says if you are waiting for a refund, it's probably not worth your while to hire a tax professional to look into it. Even 1 hour's work is probably going to cost you more than the benefit you're going to get by speeding up that refund. That's the unfortunate reality. It just doesn't make sense to use a tax professional to track down a delayed or missing refund in most cases. There are a few, but I wouldn't be chasing them down just yet. If it goes 6 months, a year, that's a different story. Maybe, and it's multiple years and thousands of dollars, then maybe it does make sense. But for now, it makes sense just to be patient. Use the online tools. Where's My Refund? Each state has a web page, and the IRS has a web page to help with that. As always, I'm easy to reach online for a discussion or to set an appointment, or you can find me at that website just mentioned, taxproblems.cba. Has my contact information. I'm happy to set a time to talk. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of Owner's Playbook.